And the fathers, these male football fathers, think that their son has made that decision himself after birth. No.
Right, and
They should not be blamed.
Yeah.
There should be no blame because, well, you've seen it in the movies, you know, where the family are just outraged.
Yeah.
I've seen families who send them to a psychiatrist to turn them straight.
Right.
It can't be done.
No. What a crazy world, huh?
Yeah, well, but I like.
But you think that we have a little bit of a little bit stronger?
I have a very strong, what do you call it, competitive streak.
You think that's?
I would want to win.
Yeah, me too.
But when I lose, I'm quite nice about it.
Yeah.
Right, to the point where I set them on fire.
Well, I think that's true. I think we maybe have some excess male energy, and that's what.
Energy. We may be alpha.
Yeah, we're alpha.
Who knows? Oh, I know we're alpha.
We're definitely alpha. Definitely free thinkers too.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I don't know why people are so afraid. I think they're afraid to not believe that there is a God. Look, it's
absolutely.
The Holy Father. I mean, and you know the Christian religion and the Jewish religion are identical.
Yeah.
You know, there's Moses and there's the baby Jesus.
Right.
And they're identical histories. It's so funny.
Well, the other one, Islam, is kind of the same too. They're all three almost the same. They all have Moses and Jesus. The Islam.
They have somebody.
Muslims just have
Allah.
They have.
Is it Allah?
Muhammad
yeah.
also.
Alms for the love of Allah.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're all three pretty much the same.
I
like what you said about everybody talks to one person. I think that's really true.
I had some black ladies taking care of me when I broke my neck because I was paralyzed, and they took two black ladies to lift the sack of flour. And I asked, they were all very religious, I said, this person you're praying to, I said, what color is he? Is he black or white?
What'd they say?
They had never thought about it.
Really? Wow.
It was just there.
It's not really a person then. Well, that's kind of evolved. If they don't think it's a person, I think that's more evolved than people who think it's a person. Because I think people who think it's a person, that's a real low level of.
But who are they praying to? Who is God?
It's like some program that they downloaded into their mind.
A program.
You know how? Do you know what I mean? Like
well,
it's a record.
You know, people, they cannot come out and say, I don't believe in God.
No. They're terrified to do it.
Terrified.
Well, you know, they might have good reason because people seriously, like you could put a synagogue on a corner and a mosque and then an atheist thing. That one will burn down first. The atheist group.
They'll get burnt down.
Absolutely.
Yeah, imagine that. In other words, they won't allow that truth.
Right.
But they'll allow these other imaginative ideas.
Yeah, imaginative ideas is a great way to put it. Well, coping skills too. But like to learn to look outside yourself for your answers is pretty screwy. And I think they do it to train women so that we'll be subservient. When you teach like a little girl that she's got a big man outside of herself that watches everything she does. That's why I'm fascinated by you that you did that one. I mean, at least I had you as a role model. But like to take a little girl and teach her to be subservient and quiet and docile from day one, and then here comes Phyllis Diller, and she's like, I don't have time for that.
It was audacious.
Audacious is exactly right.
Funny thing, I worked for a man who owned a radio station, and he took me to lunch one day and said, what are your plans for the future? I said, I'm going to become a comic. And his words were, isn't that a rather audacious plan?
And it was an audacious plan.
Yes, it was,
wasn't it?
and I did it.
And you did it, and you lived an audacious and exciting life.
Yes, yes.
Well, I'm so happy to be able to speak to you and get like a little bit of, film on you, which I'm gonna edit it and I'll send you some. You know, I already have your one thing on my website when I came over to cook with you.
Oh yes, oh yes. Anytime you want to come over, we'll cook.
I love to come over and cook.
I'm a foodie.
Yeah, absolutely, you are.
Yeah.
And you still have your garden?
And, well, not food. I've tried. I cannot, some, well, I
You
don't.
had good lettuce when I remember.
Well, I bought it.
No, we picked it out of your garden.
We did?
Yeah, we came over, you had all this really good butter lettuce and
Oh.
tomatoes, but that was a few years ago.
Well, I guess I ran into foul weather with my garden. I just raise roses now.
Oh, I love roses
Yes,
too.
they're nice. Okay.
All right.
Well, I've admired you and your entire career, and your great sitcom history is never
was
be
fun.
touched.
It sure was fun.
Fun.
It was fun. It is fun,
Fun.
isn't it?
Fun to watch. Some of the great lines. I'll never forget one line. You were riding in an SUV and you said to Goldman, "But you don't have a uterus."
I did. I had some good jokes.
You were in one of your arguments.
I had some good jokes on that
Oh,
show.
yeah. Great, great.
But like, it is fun to like. My life has been fun, and your
Oh,
life's
completely.
been fun too.
And rich.
Rich.
Textured, rich, and getting richer.